Hello, everybody. This is Nomad. Hope that you're all having a good day. All right. Um, we're going to talk about the breaking news. An elementary school has just been shot up. Okay. I think that we all know what this is all about, but this is serious, folks. This is very serious. It's unfortunate. All right. Elementary school gunman, 18 years old, who killed 14 kids and a teacher, posted pictures of his assault rifles on Instagram, messaged a random girl to hint at attack 1 hour before, and posted TikTok saying kids be scared in real life. Greg Abbott, the governor of Texas, confirmed on Tuesday that 14 students and one teacher were killed in a shooting in an elementary school in Uvalde. Abbott said the gunman was 18-year-old Salvador Roma, but it's actually Ramos. Ramos was shot and killed during the shooting at the Robb Elementary School. He is believed to have been killed by law enforcement officers. Ramos shot his grandmother before heading to the school and was in a shootout with Border Patrol agents before barricading himself inside the school buildings. He posted photos of his guns on Instagram and shortly before the shooting messaged a stranger hinting that he was planning an attack. All right, they've confirmed that 2 children were brought in dead. All right, 14 children and a teacher were killed at a Texas elementary school by an 18-year-old gunman who was then shot dead by police. Governor Greg Abbott named 18-year-old Salvador Roma, a student at the Uvalde High School, as the gunman who opened fire at the Robb Elementary School on Tuesday afternoon. The name was later clarified to Salvador Ramos. He shot and killed horrifically and incomprehensibly 14 students and killed a teacher, Abbott said at a press briefing. Ramos, equipped with a handgun and possibly a rifle, allegedly shot his grandmother, whose condition was not yet known, before entering the school and opening fire, Abbott said. Photos show a pickup truck crashed outside the school, which, according to Abbott, Ramos abandoned before entering the school. Additionally, 13 children are being treated at the Uvalde Memorial Emergency Room, as well as a 45-year-old man who suffered a graze. University Health in San Antonio also confirmed they received a child whose condition is currently unknown and a 66-year-old woman who is in critical condition. Joe Biden, who is flying home from Japan, will address the nation at the Roosevelt Room of the White House at 8:15 p.m. tonight. All right, and then of course you see all this. It's amazing how fast the FBI can get down there. All right, when these things happen, it just amazes me just how fast the FBI can get down to Uvalde. Now I'm sure that there's FBI agents over here in San Antonio, but between San Antonio to Uvalde, it's not just a hop, a skip, and a jump. Okay? You're talking at least what looks like to me, at least 100 miles or more. It's amazing how the FBI can just... There they are, huh? The 18-year-old engaged in a firefight with Border Patrol and then ran into the school and barricaded himself. Police said. Police initially reported that he was arrested before confirming that he died. Concerned parents were captured at the scene, desperately searching for their children. Really? That's a surprise? A video from the chaotic scene showed police arriving at the school campus with their guns in hand. Okay. One widely shared video appears to show the gunman approach the school while what sounds like gunfire is going off in the background. All right. Now, enough about this. You're going to see a lot of people, gun control, we just got gun control, this would happen. Wrong. You know why this happens? All right? This happens because of the leftist loons. We're going to find out very quickly, all right, that this guy, he ain't no Republican. He ain't no conservative. No, I can hear it already. Nomad, how do you know this? Several reasons. One is age, right? The likelihood of him being a conservative is almost non-existent at that age. Was he a loner? Probably. Did he have serious psychological issues? Obviously. Are we going to find out that the FBI had investigated this individual before? Possibly. Don't know. But I'm going to start talking about several different things that increases this kind of crap because of leftist attitudes. Let's start with the first one. Okay? In the Robb Elementary School has 600 students. An elementary school with 600 students. Now, a lot of people are like, well, what's wrong with that? No, man, what's wrong with that? It's called teacher to student ratio. All right? The schools are too large. They're harder to manage. These things can be easily, not broken into per se, but thwarted as far as whatever security procedures they have. And then let's go to the second thing, their security procedures. Tell me, you leftists, while you're busy bitching about LGBTQ, and I'm going to sit up there and pay for books, and we're going to sit up there and pay for pushing the LGBTQ agenda all on these students rather than reading, writing, and arithmetic. You know what else you're doing? You're busy wasting that money to push all this other bullshit, but you're not willing to spend any money on the guards? You're not willing to have guards around these schools? You're not willing... Oh, well, that's not true, no man. Well, that's very true. Try and put in freaking armed guards in an urban school and see what happens. Because the very first thing that comes out is racism. That's racist. You're putting these kids in there. That's racist. Having the armed thing. Armed people. That's racist. First thing that they were been bitching about. Well, we can't have guns in schools. We're gonna make it a freaking gun-free zone. How did that work out? Instead of letting the teachers be armed and having armed guards at the school, no. We got to make sure, all right, that we inflict our views on everybody else. And if school kids die, so be it. Besides, they probably weren't being raised right as non-LGBTQ plus people to begin with. They were probably dealing with normal heterosexual kind of deviancy that's out there. Rather than looking at this situation and saying, okay, we got a problem here. But the problem isn't the guns. The problem is leftists and leftist policies. The same thing that these people bitch about. The very same thing. Well, these police, they're all racist, they're all bigots, they're all sexist, they're homophobes, they're all trying to get us, they're all trying to do us. At the same time, when something like this happens, well, they should be the only ones running around with guns. They're the only ones that should be running around with guns. If we just took guns away from everybody, we wouldn't have this problem. You can't talk to people like that. You can't even have a discussion right now. They're all screaming, gun control now, gun control now, as if somehow that's going to fix the problem when it never has. And they know that. You want to fix this, folks? Stop listening to people on the left. Stop emoting and start using your brain for something aside from a hood ornament. Start using your head for something aside from a tear duct. Oh, I'm gonna cry. Oh, my emotions make me feel bad. Oh! How about learning to take responsibility and accountability and start preaching personal responsibility and accountability in schools? Hi, Sharardi. I see you just got here. No, we're going to hear constant cries about how we could have stopped this horrifying event. If only we had good control. And what was this 18-year-old running around with? Well, he was showing his assault rifles. Well, is that what he used in the school? No, they were thinking that possibly he had a handgun. You know, something that only 21-year-olds are allowed to be running around with. But it's okay, breaking the law. If we only had these laws, we could have prevented it. If only we had these laws. You had freaking Senator Murphy. If only we had these laws. If I was a freaking senator, I'd walk right out there. You're right, Senator Murphy. All right, if only we had laws that allowed our schools to be armed. If only our school teachers were armed to sit up there and be able to defend themselves and their students and their charges. If only we could put armed guards. But no, we have to put in laws to prevent that, don't we? And 14 children are dead, and Murphy gets a free pass for helping to create the situation that gets them killed. Stephen King gets a free pass. George Takei, Mr. Sulu gets a free pass every time they say this. Well, we can't have the students, we can't have the teachers armed in schools. We can't have that. How many kids would have been saved because of this if the teachers were armed? If that school had armed guards, how many people could have been saved? If only they didn't have guns. If only they didn't have guns? This place was 60 miles away from the Mexican border, where the cartels are murdering people against the gun control happy freaking Mexicans, right, that are roaming around down there, and yet somehow, all right, Senator Murphy and the rest of these clowns and the rest of these idiots on freaking Twitter are going to sit up there and go, oh, no, if only you had done this right. La, 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 la. LGBTQ, we'll pay for that, but we won't pay for an armed guard. Oh, that's racist. That's bigoted. Oh, you're a homophobe. Oh, you're a sexist. Think the teachers should have been armed? I do. All this would have been prevented. All of this. But no. No. We got to listen to idiots try and tell us that you're not allowed to defend yourself. You're supposed to let the sexist, bigoted, homophobic cops defend you. And I mean, when I say that, I don't believe that about cops. That's the left's mantra. Let's take God out of the schools to take away any kind of, consequential thought processes going on to say people are accountable for their actions even into the afterlife. Let's take away that whole philosophy. They were really good about doing that. May 24th, folks. I have a question for you all. May 24th. Here's the question. What were the kids doing in school to begin with? Normally, schools used to get out in mid-May, all right, or early May. Now, we're at the end of May, and we still got schools going on. Oh well, they're trying to catch up from COVID. Nomad, don't you understand, Nomad? They're trying to catch up from COVID. Oh, okay, that's what it was. Happy anniversary. Amazes me that people don't really care, because the left doesn't care. The left doesn't care. All right, everyone. That's all I've got for right now. I appreciate y'all coming out and listening to my rant. Hope you all have a good day, and I'll talk to you later. Bye-bye.